Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna play Death Stranding 2, but I say we catch up on the first game. Let's go.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach is nearly here, and if you're like us, you could probably do with a recap of all the important events of the first game. After all, it wasn't that simple to wrap your head around the first time, was it? Here we'll take you through the 2019 game story as succinctly as we possibly can, as well as go through what we know about the sequel and where it could be going for its cast of characters. But first, let's set the stage.
Yes, let's do that. I haven't played it in a while.
Death Stranding is a post-apocalyptic story, only instead of the end coming by zombies, nuclear war, or a giant asteroid, it came by an event known as, well, the Death Stranding. The Death Stranding was a cataclysmic event in which ghostly beach things, or BTs, suddenly appeared in the world of the living, triggering a massive amount of simultaneous explosion-like void-outs all over the world that eradicated everything that was caught up in them, leaving nothing but craters in their wake.
An explosion. That will be our last.
As a result of the Death Stranding, previously undiscovered particles known as chiralium appeared in our world. Rain turned into timefall that rapidly ages whatever it touches, and those BTs still wander around the world in rainy areas. They're then pulled magnetically towards life if disturbed from their eerie hovering, and eventually cause more void-outs if contact is made. Naturally, this has led the remnants of humanity to turtle up inside isolated cities, thus creating the need for transporters, those brave enough to make the journey to deliver essentials from one city to another. Porters are some of the most valuable people in this death-stranded world.
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam.
Enter Sam Porter Bridges, who begins the story assisting body disposal specialists. Ever since the Death Stranding, bodies need to be burned when they die, otherwise they will eventually necrotize and turn into BTs. Anyway, on one such disposal job, things go bad. Like really, really bad. A mysterious masked man seemingly controlling BTs sets them on Sam's buddy, and before he's able to kill himself, a giant BT swallows him whole, triggering a void out and killing Sam in the process. Well, kinda. The thing is, Sam's a repatriate, which means that when he dies, his soul winds up in a place called the Seam, where he's able to guide his soul through water back to his body, enter through the mouth, slide down the esophagus where there's a baby who gives him a thumbs up, and the next thing he knows, he's back to life spewing tar out of his mouth. Look, don't ask me how it works, ask Kojima. Anyway, Sam gets picked up by a digitized Guillermo del Toro who goes by Deadman, on account of him being well acquainted with the dead. Deadman sends Sam to see his adoptive mother, Bridget Strand, the first and last female president of the United States, who also happens to be currently dying of cancer. Bridget dies trying to convince him to head west and help her daughter Amelie in making America whole, leaving him with one final, "I love you," in a cryptic,
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Though still not convinced of taking up Bridget's vision to reconnect America, Sam agrees to take Bridget's body to the incinerator due to the corpse disposal team being voided out of existence. Deadman wants Sam to burn it as well, thinking it no more than a tool, but come on, who could possibly kill that adorable little face? Sam keeps the BB, and good thing too, because BTs quickly corner Sam inside the incinerator. Thankfully, BBs allow the wearer to see where these specters are, giving Sam a chance to escape without triggering another void out. Upon returning, Sam finally reunites with Amelie, who echoes Bridget's pleas for him to head west, establish the chiral network, and rescue her, as she's been captured by a group of terrorists known as the Homo Demons, or Madmen. Understandably exhausted by all this, Sam takes a nap and awakens on the beach, where he once again finds Amelie, and after another plea for help and some ominous foreshadowing, Sam finally agrees, and thus truly begins this epic endeavor to reconnect the country and re-establish the United Cities of America. Eventually, Sam makes his way to Port Knot City, and it's here that he has the reunion with the masked man from the beginning of the game. We learn that his name is Higgs, named after the God particle, the Higgs boson.
The particle of God that permeates all existence.
Higgs introduces himself with a classic villain monologue, all of which makes much more sense later on, and then, because he appears to be able to control them, sends his BTs after you. After throwing a bunch of blood grenades at a whale, we set sail across the lake to the real meat of the game, the Central region. It's here that Sam gets to fully know Fragile, a fellow transporter who has a freaky umbrella that gives her the ability to teleport and an appetite for cryptobiotes. She's also hungry for revenge against Higgs, as the two used to be partners before he used her to unwittingly turn Middle Knot City into a crater and almost blow up South Knot 2. When Fragile was caught attempting to save South Knot City, Higgs offered her a choice: save the city by running through rapidly age-defying timefall and throwing the bomb into a pre-existing crater, or save herself. Judging by Fragile's scarred body from neck to toe, it's easy to see what choice she made.
Well, there it is. You are a goddamn hero.
This is all important because Higgs sneaks a bomb into Sam's cargo and makes another attempt at removing South Knot from the map. Fortunately, Sam's able to spot the explosive in time and tosses it into a tar pit. As he continues on his journey, Sam eventually gets swept up in a crazy storm and finds himself on a battlefield sometime during World War I. This is where he meets Clifford, a character we'd previously only known through BB's flashbacks. Turns out, Clifford really wants that BB, and he's willing to turn his small army of Skella soldiers against Sam to get it. But Sam fights his way out, and apparently only a few seconds passed in the real world while Sam was away.
That can't be right. I was there for hours, it felt like.
Sam's next stop has him meeting Mama, a woman who is tethered to her dead baby, which floats above her as a BT.
What the?
Mama's story is a tragic one, but the short version of it is terrorists attacked a hospital where she was giving birth, she got stuck under rubble during the C-section operation, and her baby died while Mama lived, connecting them via a BT's umbilical cord.
I gave birth there in the rubble.
Mama informs Sam that the chiral density is way higher than she ever expected as a result of Sam connecting stations to the chiral network. Even stranger, the limiter that she placed on the Cupid, the device that Sam used to connect the stations to the chiral network, is faulty. She warns that if Sam continues extending the chiral network as is, he may actually cause another Death Stranding.
Maybe we're making things worse. Maybe not. But it's the only plan we've got.
She gives Sam another Cupid, but in order to get it to work, Sam needs to seek out a woman named Lochna, who it turns out is actually Mama's estranged twin sister.
It's good to hear your voice again.
To prove that Bridges is truly trustworthy to Lochna, Sam reunites the two sisters, but not before cutting the umbilical cord connecting Mama to her BT baby and running away from Higgs and his giant BT lion.
He looks hungry.
Mama, whose real name is Malignan, dies on arrival, a result of severing her ties with her BT baby, but her soul becomes one with Lochna's. Interestingly, Mama's body doesn't show any signs of necrotization, but we'll get to that in a bit. When Sam returns back to his room and takes a nap, he wakes up to find that the BB, who he now adorably calls Lou, is missing. Deadman informs him that while BBs are meant to be a bridge between the world of the living and the other side, Lou is starting to veer too closely to the world of the living by developing into an actual baby. Deadman warns that Lou will cease functioning in a couple of days if he's not able to perform an operation to reset it, essentially tugging it back to the middle of the line between the two worlds.
I'll cut the cord that links the two of you and then perform an operation that reconnects it to the other side.
Sam hands Lou over to Deadman, leaving Sam with a few missions where he can't detect BTs. That's a really evil thing to do. Thanks, Kojima.
Maybe we should get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Fast forward a bit to Sam's reunion with Deadman, where both of them get caught up in a storm that leads to yet another meeting with our good friend, Clifford Unger.
This is all my fault.
They find themselves inside a World War II themed nightmare world, where Deadman hands over the newly reset BB, which has now imprinted itself upon Deadman, finally making him see them as more than just tools. Sam faces off against Clifford once again, and in another scuffle, he manages to snag Clifford's dog tag before waking up in his private room. This is where we learn a whole boatload of secrets, including what happened with Sam's wife and child, they died in a void out, why Deadman is, well, the way that he is. He's an artificial human grown from pluripotent stem cells, with parts of him made up of body parts from corpses to replace the defective ones. And the identity of Clifford Unger. He's a U.S. Army Special Forces captain who served in Kosovo and Iraq.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far.
After that lore dump, it's time for Sam to pay a visit to Hartman, who lives in a deeper explanation of what a beach is in Death Stranding. A beach, as Hartman explains, is a space created by one's soul. They're called beaches, but they don't have to look like actual beaches. They're shaped by the individual's beliefs, religion, philosophy, etc., and when a person dies, their beach essentially acts as a corridor connecting them to the other side. A sort of limbo, so to speak. Each person has their own unique beach, but if a bunch of people die all at once, their beaches become tangled in what's called as a strand field. So those World War battlefields that Sam finds Clifford in are beaches. That thing that Fragile uses to teleport her is her beach. That beach that Sam and Amelie converse on, it is a more beachy beach.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
So why does Hartman know so much about beaches, we hear you ask? Well, he has a very close relationship with them, as he dies every 21 minutes for 3 minutes before being revived, allowing him to explore beaches 60 times per day to locate and reunite with his dead wife and child. At the time Sam meets him, he's been to the beach 218,549 times.
Oh man, I forgot that.
Sam makes his way to Hartman with Mama's non-decomposing / non-necrotizing corpse on his back, along with a mysterious umbilical cord that Deadman wants him to investigate. A couple of deliveries and chiral network additions later, we learn that the umbilical cord actually belonged to Bridget Strand, and is the key to unlocking the mystery of the Death Stranding. Hartman deduces that the cord, along with Mama's body, has cells infused with chiralium, giving them a connection to the beach and allowing them to escape the flow of time.
We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life.
Now, here's where things get the last 2 episodes of Evangelion levels of crazy. The umbilical cord leads Hartman to believe that Bridget Strand was actually an extinction entity, and that Amelie, being her daughter, may actually be an extinction entity herself as well. Though Higgs already told us that, so thanks for the spoiler warning, Higgs.
Careful. Contents are fragile.
After crossing a giant tar pit, Sam finally reaches his destination on the West Coast and completes his goal of reconnecting America. It's at this point where Higgs reappears with Amelie, applauding Sam on a job well done. Now that the chiral network is complete, Higgs plans on using Amelie to merge all of mankind's beaches into a single shore and trigger a final Death Stranding to bring on the 6th and most devastating extinction event. Which brings us to the big old boss fight. After defeating Higgs's giant BT, Higgs runs off with Amelie to the beach. Fortunately, with Fragile's special power, Sam is able to follow them for one final fisticuff showdown. After beating up Higgs and leaving his fate to Fragile, Sam rescues Amelie. And everything seems to be fine, right? Well, not quite. Turns out Amelie lied to Sam about a bunch of stuff, and we'll get to that in a second. But there's also still the matter of Clifford and his hunt for his BB. Clifford appears on the beach Sam is on, along with Die Hardman and Bridget Strand. Cliff recognizes Die Hardman and Bridget and demands his BB back.
Give me back my BB.
Bridget points him in Sam's direction, but before he's able to get to Sam, Amelie shoves Sam off a cliff, and he reawakens in a private room. Now, it's time for Sam to head all the way back east. Right before he reaches his destination, a familiar storm kicks up, and he's off to have one last showdown with Clifford. After defeating him for the last time, Sam finally learns the truth. Clifford's actually not such a bad guy after all. He was a war hero, a loving father, and a heartbroken husband who was lied to when he entrusted his baby to Bridget Strand after his wife wound up in a coma. Oh, and Sam is actually Clifford's son, as well as being the BB Cliff has been searching for all this time. Die Hardman, a soldier who served under Clifford, attempted to give Cliff the space to break him and his baby out. But Clifford got caught, leaving to Bridget giving Die Hardman the order to kill him. Tragically, an errant bullet hits the BB, sending it to the beach, where Amelie is able to revive it and send it back to the world of the living, thus explaining not only Sam's gnarly stomach scar, but also his connection to the beach, his ability to repatriate back to life, and his relationship with Amelie. Though the baby can no longer serve its function as a BB, Bridget decided to adopt it and raise it as her own. Back in the present though, Sam travels to the beach once again to try and prevent Amelie from initiating the final stranding. But instead, Sam finds Bridget. And it's here we learn the big secret. Amelie and Bridget are one and the same. Well, sort of. Bridget is the body to Amelie's soul that's stuck on the beach, together making up one entity. But before any more revelations, Sam's given a choice. The sixth stranding has already begun. Does he sit back and watch it happen, or does he cut his bond from Amelie and stop her from achieving her goal? Turns out it's a bit of a fake choice. You can't actually kill Amelie, though you can watch the last stranding go down, which will only point you in a continue screen. Only by holstering your gun and choosing to instead hug Amelie can you stop the sixth stranding from happening, or at the very least, delay it. From the start, Amelie doesn't really want to bring on extinction. Trapped as she is in her role as an extinction entity, she actually approaches a young Sam and insists that he stop her when the time is right, and he's the only one who can. But she knows that extinction is an inevitability, and eventually the thought of waiting on the beach for however many hundreds of thousands of years gets to her. But by hugging her, Sam reminded Amelie that it was the bonds between people that Sam valued most, and because of that, she accepts a lonely fate, relegated to the beach for however long it takes to usher in extinction naturally. After the world-saving hug, Sam wanders the beach listening to Amelie and Bridget's whole story, and eventually, he is rescued and brought back to the world of the living thanks to the combined efforts of Hartman, Lochner Malignan, Deadman, and Fragile, who managed to track Sam down thanks to a revolver that Die Hardman brought into the beach, which contains his blood in the hematic rounds. From there, Die Hardman becomes the new president of the UCA, delivering an inauguration speech that makes Sam uncomfortable with the overwhelming praise. Fragile, meanwhile, continues her delivery business, and Fragile Express becomes the first private delivery firm to be approved by the UCA. Fragile also reveals she never shot Higgs. She instead gave him the choice of death or being stranded on the beach. She offers Sam a job to work for her one last time, but Sam insists on staying a lone wolf. After Die Hardman's presidential inauguration, Deadman returns Sam's BB back to him. Unfortunately, Lou is near death, and Deadman gives him the news that to prevent a void out, Lou will need to be incinerated like any other corpse. Deadman heavily implies to Sam that Lou could be taken out of the pod to see what happens, but he also warns him that it'd be a direct UCA violation. He then disconnects Sam's cufflinks from the UCA, explaining that he can now remove them if needed. Officially free from the UCA, Sam travels to the incinerator to dispose of Lou's body, but Deadman's words reverberate in Sam's head. He starts the process of incinerating Lou before grabbing him at the last second. Sam instead incinerates his cufflinks and removes Lou from the BB pod. After a struggle, Sam is able to revive Lou, and the two leave the incinerator. Now that Sam is fully disconnected from the UCA, they seemingly will go on to live as father and daughter. Oh, right, the post-credit scene shows Sam naming BB Louise. Twist. But that isn't the end of the story, is it?
Alright, with that crazy but really good explanation of the first game out of the way, let's dive into the second game, which is Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Kojima Productions. If it isn't Lou. Yeah, it's just too normal. What is my birthday? Yes. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, and Delphinus, are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Once, there was an explosion. Oh no. A bang that echoed around the world. A phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beached things, BTs, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, and humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby, a BB, named Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. What the heck? 11 months later. What the heck did they do to the beach? Microsoft is...
I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world, and I know they'll be back again today.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the great system's turned into traps and the fear is switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? Minus 61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong?
Wow. Is this a cutscene or is this like actual graphics? Holy moly, dude.
Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun's out of sight. I see the world I built to lose at the trial, what is left and what is right. Made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home.
Okay, we gotta be careful with Lou, baby. Okay. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I don't want to hurt the baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's this? Okay, so I'm not dropping this kid. All right, Lou. Okay, there we go. Hideo Kojima. I've played a lot of Kojima games in my day. You okay, Lou? You know, I don't think we want to go to what are those?
Damn, I did not like the look of that.
We're just gonna go ahead and go right past those guys. Alright, this way.
I feel that. Pretty damn shaky.
Oof. Okay.
Shaking pretty bad.
Lou. Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, you're all
It's
right.
okay. It's okay. Hey, you. Hey, hey. Huh? I'm right here, you.
Let's go home and get you fed.
That was scary.
Easy does it. Sorry, kid.
Look at that. Yeah! Okay, that wasn't a good idea. I got it carried away, Lou. Okay.
Great. Rain. Gotta move.
There we gotta go, Lou. Rain. Make you older if you're stuck in it too long. Oh, jeez. Oh, what? Oh no! Oh! Oh! I'm sorry, Lou. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Lou. No. No, 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 no. I mean, this looks crazy, man. Wow.
Almost there. Definitely don't want to fall here.
Okay. Alright, we want to select a ladder, right? Use the menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. Select the category with right stick. Use L1 to cycle through your options. Finally, press X to equip your chosen weapon or tool.
There, we made it.
We're here. Oh wow, that was just an illusion so people stayed away. Here I thought he just became a badass. He was just like, eh, BTs don't matter to me no more. That's a good cover. I don't think nobody's gonna mess with you there.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms. Come on, open up. There you go.
That was literally worth it just to hear Norman Reedus say nom noms. Well, that would be fragile then. Nothing's worrying me. This hat says, "Why me?"
Who's there?
What?
Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
That is more of a movie beginning. That's pretty sweet. Oh. Yeah.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
Oh, that's cool. Like, up in the corner behind me, you
care
can
for a
see it.
drink?
Like, you can click on it and see what it means.
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
What the heck?
But I'm afraid the Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Carol network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
Why me?
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important.
Blue, he's not real.
Important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Are there BTs out there?
Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion.
Oh, I know.
Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Oh, I know that look. That first look of episode 1, Sam. I don't know why I have to sound so dramatic. That look of that first time you have to leave your kid, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be without him, I'm gonna miss him. Look at you, Sam. Looking good, man.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring? Huh.
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge.
Okay.
Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher.
Great.
C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management.
Okay.
This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack.
I was gonna say, place on back.
We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
Hanging to a rack. Yep. Place in a handgun holster. Love that. Place in utility pouch. And ladder. What do we want to do? Attach to suit. Let's say place in backpack.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go. Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map. See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past.
Yeah?
Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Hold square to start drawing a route. Try drawing a route all the way to your destination.
Commencing route creation.
Huh.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Alright, let's take a look here. So I'm going to add. Okay.
Delivery route finalized.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
No more baby food for you.
Gonna miss you, Lulu.
Let you get Fragile any trouble, I'm gone.
Oh, this one's gonna hit me hard with the baby. Oh God.
Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
All right, Sam.
All right, let's get this done.
Tap L1. I remember these moments. You either like these moments or you don't, where you get to quietly reflect on the story or loudly reflect on the story. See the world that they've created. I mean, the lighting on this geometry is insane. Not to mention the geometry. Check the equipment Fragile gave you.
How you doing, Sam? Been a while since I held a gun.
Now, if I remember right, your boots start getting will actually start going down. Like the wear and tear on them will actually start to. You see in the lower left, you'll see the boot icon. You've reached marker A2. So I kind of laid the marker to just go straight in. Because I've heard that the gameplay is definitely expanded compared to the first. From this game, from the last game to this game, the gameplay is expanded better. Switch camera. So these are bandits, huh? What do they got on their shoulders? Marking enemies. Use L1.
We're in enemy territory now.
Let's mark some enemies, huh? Okay, we're just gonna... I don't know, this is gonna be a good idea. Alright. Wait, so if I hold... Oh, interesting. Oh no. Is that bad that I already forgot how to, No, not that. Oh no. Okay. A weapon that charges and unleashes a blast. Okay. So let's give this a shot, huh? What is this? Let's see, air purifier. Yeah, we can do that. I don't want bandicoot. Yeah, except they can see me. Hiding with too much cargo, yeah. Yeah, might have too much cargo. Sports belt. A belt designed for those who are a little out of shape by adding extra distance to the user's movements. Okay. Place and utility pouch. I don't know why I did that. And I suppose what I could do, bring menu, cargo management. Let's offload this for a second. Yes, and then there we go. A little bit more balanced, huh? Oh god. Oh, that's Jesus. God. Jesus. They make a full-on move up close to a wall or a structure to take shelter from strong winds. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Oh my god. No, no, no. Come back for a sec. Come back. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. See, I don't think this part is dynamic. I think on purpose they put you through the sandstorm right away so you can see some of the new weather systems in the game. Holy crap, man. Holy. Oh boy. Okay. This could go very badly. Okay. Yeah, going across this could go very badly. That's too deep. It's too deep. Okay. Okay, wait a second. Let's grab that. Okay. Well, oh my god. Well, in the last game, those would recover your health, and the currency you really wanted was this stuff. Look at that. That's a lot of people.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world. Look back on the likes you've given to and received from porters in other worlds. And enjoy the screenshots you've captured. Okay. Aww. Ah. Oh my God.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, alright, alright, holy moly. Deliver and report. Select multiple, right? You're about to deliver cargo. The following orders and report them as complete. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes.
Thank you for your service. Proceeding to order confirmation. Now displaying your current porter grade.
Your nickname is Hayden.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Every evaluation you receive as a porter will continue to your overall porter grade, calculated by Apis. This provides a snapshot of your experience as a porter, your experiences as a porter, as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. Okay.
Order completed. Well done.
So I guess the question is, private lockers. Store excess cargo here to retrieve later. Carry it on back. Attach to suit. Well, do that. Do that. Wait a second. Yeah, I want that there. What should we do with this? Climbing anchor. Huh. So by giving him this, let's see.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
I do.
However, I knew I could count on you to get the goods to us in perfect condition. Definitely the right man for the job. It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
that is definitely involved. Whew. New strand established.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Okay. What is that? Weapon data. Machine gun.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
Well, I think we can decide where we're gonna go with our stuff, right? So I think what we're gonna try to do is head, what was that, northwest? I think we're gonna try to do that. Ooh, Sam, we need to take a shower, man. You are...
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
Use the toilet and shower. What do we got here? Much nicer. Sam's sunburn has healed. What do we got around us here? Yeah, might as well. Let's get some sleep. Like the room and the lights just detected that you were laying down and then just like that would be actually pretty sick. Lou? What kind of nightmare are we having? No. anomaly.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, the stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Works same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
View test weapons. Entering a private room gives Sam a chance to have a replenishing drink. Use shower, toilet, sink, and sleep in a proper bed. Private room also allows you to examine your weapons and access the firing range. That's nice. Usually you can make faces. I don't want any of that. I'm good. It's cool that lets you do that. Alright. Take on a main order at the C1 turn.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here.
Good.
Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further.
Makes sense.
I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
Okay. Yes, I do want to go that way.
Your next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you...
Okay.
Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials.
That's nice.
So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route.
Alright, so I think what I do want to do... Okay.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
Yeah. Shoot. Offload.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
Customize my backpack.
Has been made available for use.
What can I fabricate?
Select an item to fabricate.
Yeah. What do I want to do with it? Okay, cargo management. Recycle. What do I want to do with this? So we're gonna unload this stuff. We're gonna say place in backpack. Place in backpack. So we're gonna place that in private locker and climb an anchor, place in private locker. Okay. Let's do it.
Order accepted. Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
I'm Sam!
Sign detected nearby. Please give it your all.
These are all different people. What is that?
Heat levels tolerably tolerable.
See you around.
So wait a second.
Please give it your all.
Recycle and store. Yeah. So I'm gonna do metals, store materials. Okay.
That's the spirit. comfortably tolerated. Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam.
Oh, you can just flat out take your backpack off. I think here you can come here and eat these little, what is it, trilobites or whatever they are.
Warning, flight risk elevated.
Rising water levels?
Someone's out there.
What is that? Oh no. Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, so that's nice. I can just put this in the off-roader. All of it. Yes. Container repair spray. And I can go grab that. you want to play, do you? I really don't think you want to play. No, he does. How'd that feel, punk? Let's take that. We should be good. You just offload all unusable items. Alright, so let's see. Load into the back of there. And load. Okay. We should be good. Oh, that's actually really cool. You could just... That's really neat. Carry on back. There we go. Enemy vehicles have limited functionality. Okay. This will make everything a lot easier.
This one's for you.
Entrust applicable cargo to other porters. Yeah. Structures can be upgraded by providing them with the necessary materials. Upgrading structures makes them more durable, able to withstand longer periods of timefall. In some cases, upgrading structures unlock new features. Add? Confirm. Okay, so if I'm gonna keep the metal, I think. Facility storage. No. I want... Use the shared lock code to generate cargo. Claim cargo for yourself. Container spray and ladders, huh? I don't think I really need anything. I'll leave that for other people. Do not hesitate to rethink your route. Oh, I think I'm rethinking it.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Cargo and damaged containers. Cargo containers damage, its contents will take more damage from falls and impacts. Bear this in mind and tread carefully. Okay. Alright, ready?
Okay.
Let's use the canteen. Okay, so you can restore stamina with your canteen. It's harder to carry heavy loads and keep your balance. Yep. That makes sense.
Just a bit further now.
Wendy Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery terminal to process your orders as requested.
There we go. Deliver and report. Let's do that.
You're Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo.
Oh, I didn't use the spray before I gave it to her. Crap.
It does not look too bad. Thanks for the delivery. Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong. Thank you so much for bringing it in.
Oh yeah, the necklace and the meals.
I have to say, this was well worth the wait. Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
All right. Strands. All right, keep it connected. Oh wow, look at that. Item device that allows you to build basic structures within the chiral network. Building structures consumes bandwidth, so keep an eye on how much you have left. Hologram data for structure customization. The hologram will appear next to the structure once connected.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though.
What's that?
It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your Ring terminal.
What is it?
Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that Ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help.
See, do you have a new order for me?
A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
Okay. Well, let's see what I got. Deliver and report. C1, huh? I'll be going down there anyway, won't I? So where is it?
Okay, Sam. Are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures.
Okay.
This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
Let's see what's here. Okay. Cargo management. What do I got on my back? Store materials. Perfect. Let's see. More material. Yeah, let's get all this out of here. I think it's pretty good. So maybe what I should do is... what should I do here? Okay, so here's my thought. So let's go back into here. Let's take this and we're going to recycle it. Okay, and then we're going to fabricate a new one. Okay. There we go. And let's do it.
Feels good.
You'll stop by again, won't you, son?
Probably. A vials analyzer, huh?
Disengaging weapons restriction.
What's out here?
Gotta stretch my legs.
Let me see. Is this your guys' cargo? I think so. If that's the case, then deliver and report. Yes, yes.
Hello there. I will never know how you managed to track this down, but
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yeah.
take care. Thanks again. Be safe out there.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. Please take best means with your family. Safety first.
All right. Oh. I just came all the way down here and it would have dried up, huh? Really? You can eat those little punks. So those little creatures will trigger short circuits and make your battery go down. Oh, that's interesting.
Stretch my legs.
What's this?
Remember to rest, Sam.
Okay. Cargo management. Aesthetic agent. There. Let's keep all that stuff off of me. Metals.
Feels good.
What is in here? Yes, and trust.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Recycle equipment. Oh, what can I claim? I don't think I want to do that. Ah, come on. Oh no, oh no, okay. Oh, that's not good. Special alloys, huh? Battery critically low, huh? There you go. I like that you can just not offload, auto range. There we go. Much better, much better.
Construction process now complete.
Let's see. Use Watchtower. Okay, that should be pretty good. It's actually a really neat structure, to be honest. It's slowly coming back to me how I played
nearby.
from playing the first game. Okay, minimum required is 2. This isn't some Metal Gear Solid vibes right here. A ladder, huh? Another one down. Electric rod. I have to try this. Okay, so this guy is actually overlooking all of this. That was weird. Ah! so we come up here. With a strand equipped, use circle and behind an enemy to bind them.
All designated cargo successfully recovered. Proceed to delivery destination for processing.
Okay. All right. Not that far away. Oh wow, look at this.
Keep it up, Sam.
You're a machine, dude. I don't like that. Okay, so let's go down this way. There you go. Mine.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
There we go.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I
That's
assume
me.
You're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BGs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go.
All right.
I have no complaints whatsoever. None. Brilliant work.
I know. Believe me, do I know?
I just have to say that you're an absolutely incredible porter.
Oh, thank you.
Looks like our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
Let's do it. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Chiral network coverage is expanded. Blood grenades. Structure data. Timefall shelter. That's really nice, actually.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
You've earned the nickname Silent Handler V2. All right.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades, a kind of anti-BT weapon, and build timefall shelters too. I think you'll find both very useful.
Yeah?
The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated into our systems. We can resume all distribution center operations and get back to business as usual. A lot of lives are gonna be saved thanks to you.
Well, and we know what those are.
By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah?
I am.
You'll have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. And let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Can't complain. Shower first? We're just playing in the jungle.
Gate quake detected. Please seek shelter immediately.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
Alright. Change screen image. What? Really? Really? You okay, Sam? We just had a gate quake over here. Is everything okay where you are? A bit more shaking than usual, but no harm done. Lou's playing happily like it never happened. You're close to the lab now, right? Keep it up, Sam. Give that a love. Okay.
Departing facility.
Sam, pull our bridges.
Shortly.
Sam, we've got a situation. The delivery for the research lab is ready for transport, but the chiral density is higher than anticipated. This may be due to the gatequake just now, but we've identified a new BT area in the vicinity of the lab.
Oh, great.
However, we have no BB pods on hand. I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction. I can take care of the rest.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. By the way, we finished a preliminary assessment of the BTs detected in the vicinity of the research lab. And we've prepared some weapons that should be effective against them. You're a pro. I know you can handle this.
Oh, I know.
We've issued you a number of blood grenades. They use an active agent based on compounds derived from the blood and bodily fluids of Doom sufferers, making them highly effective against BTs. You can practice using them in VR training. If you'd like to try them out, just access the delivery terminal to get started. Your other weapons won't do any damage to BTs. Shoot them all you like. They won't die. Make sure you're well prepared.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and pick up your next main order. I'll brief you on the details while you check your map.
Let's see. Defeat the BTs in the BT area northwest of the research lab before making your way to. Deliver the prototype MP bullets to the research lab. Okay.
All right, Sam. You good to go? The new BT area we've identified is located in these ruins. If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna trigger a void out. So to prevent that, we need to neutralize all the BTs in this area. There's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding spots there, and the timefall isn't letting up anytime soon either. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, take care not to let it get damaged by the timefall or in any fights with BTs. An aid request for a timefall shelter was registered in that vicinity. If you build one near that spot, you can use it to escape any BTs that may be pursuing you. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing your cargo's safe from the rain and devote your full attention to dealing with any threats.
That's pretty cool.
So if you got room to carry a little extra, consider requisitioning a PCC and taking it along with you so you can fabricate a shelter for added peace of mind.
That's a good idea.
You're the only one we can count on. Don't let us down.
Okay. I think I'm going to place marker. Place marker. Okay. Prototype bullets, huh? Grenade pouch. Grenade pouch. And crap. I think I should be good.
Order accepted. Thank you.
So what I like is that I can go out of range. There we go.
Take care of yourself, Sam.
Anybody out there? Just
The science menu. Put a sign out there. See what happens. Wait, did I bring a PCC?
You come back safe and sound.
I just thought about this. I don't think I did. Dang it! Didn't even think about it. Okay. You. Okay, I did want to see. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Cargo management. Do we have any... Oh. Yeah, we should get rid of the chemicals. We do have the container spray. Okay, let's get rid of the chemicals. Recycle and store. Special alloys, store. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, perfect. Redistribute. I love that. I think that was something you could do in the first one, right?
Perhaps you should take a break.
All right, here we go.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Picked up Alex Weatherstones. Okay, so is it worth it for us to go up this way? Okay, DC, okay. Let's do it. Remember, this is Timefall Rain. Oh my god.
Earthquake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
I don't. Oh god, I can't even imagine getting hit by that rock. What do you guys think of the game so far? I mean, it's very much what we were doing in the first one. I feel like we got into the action pretty quick. It would be kind of nice, like, if at the beginning of the game it said, do you want refreshers? Because I feel like I'm getting a lot of refreshers that maybe I don't need. I don't know. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. And look at that, I didn't even need to get one of these. Alright, so we are gonna come up to the timefall area. Well, the rain is hazardous to our stuff. So we can now create with a PCC, we can create a timefall thing. Oh.
Okay, great, all right, step in.
Like, what is that? It's actually really useful. Okay.
Construction process now complete.
Upgrade structure. Wait. Okay. To be fair, let's look at something here. Alright, so let's look. I might just put this on my back, my backpack. Carry it on back. Okay. None of that's gonna do any good. I need blood grenades. Okay. What about just set down backpack? BT right there. Ah! No! Crap! What am I gonna do? I'm gonna need more blood grenades. Other hand. Okay, so I do have. Wait, so I don't have. Wait, I don't understand. Right here. What am I doing? This guy. That's right, I forgot about that. There. This one. Okay.
You are too far away from your cargo.
Alright, let's go back and get it.
Don't worry, you got this.
There was like headache pills. Oh Jesus, way down there. Okay. Let's go grab this. There we go. Bring it with us.
Keep it up, Sam.
Headache pills, tar eruption samples. I go grab that too. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that too.
This ain't bad.
Slow and steady, buddy. Okay, so uh-oh. Okay, there we are. None.
Almost toppled over.
Good morning to you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Welcome, Sam.
Step in.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Okay, there you go. Delivering report. Let's do it. Might be a lot.
Long time no see, Sam. Though, having said that, I realize you probably don't recognize me like this. Anyway, why don't you let me take a look at your orders?
Should be pretty good.
Now that's a delivery done right. I appreciate that you're always striving for perfection.
What can I say?
Picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone. We never doubted you'd show. Reliable as ever. A man you can count on.
It's me.
We're ready for you to link us up with your Cupid. Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective of bringing the entirety of Mexico onto the chiral network.
All right. Where's Dead Man? Cupid connected. Firmware update. MP bullets will now be effective against BTs. Ooh.
Now displaying your current order grade.
So, Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am?
I swear
My
I
name's
do.
Alex. I used to work at the weather station back in the UCA. I was a Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman. So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, chiral density levels started to climb, hitting significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down.
Oh. What should I do
It's
after
hard to know
this?
when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight. That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
All right. That one I might need to take a shower for. Oh, never mind. He's gonna do it anyway. You have showered and cleaned up. And your sunburn has been healed.
It's been too long, Sam. You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget. Which is why I took steps to ensure that this message would only play upon your arrival. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes. And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This It's beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plate gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the Southern Hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the Death Stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion.
Okay.
After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside. We're prepping weapons for you now. Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
Okay. What are we gonna fight?
Manifestation imminent. Access the delivery terminal to make preparations for combat.
Weapons that fire MP bullets, such as assault rifles, are now effective against BTs. Let me see, where's private storage? Yeah, let's put the... Place in private locker. Okay, we got blood bags, grenades. Okay. Place in backpack. I'm gonna put that there. What is that? Alright, Sam, get ready. Oh, look at you. Dang it! Darn it. Okay, okay, okay. Let's quit those. Dang it! Get up there, come on. My God. Jesus. Oh my god. God. I got you. Oh no, oh no, oh no! No, 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 no. Get up, man. Get up, get up. I think I got it. Did I? Yes. Holy, look at that. That's it?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sam, this is Alex. You did it! We've confirmed the chiral crystallization of the giant BT. Local chiral density is already dropping fast. I think we can all rest easy for now. You've saved a lot of lives by killing that monstrosity. We won't forget that. Head to the research lab's private room and take a break. You've earned it.
You think so? Alright, let's say... There we go. Much better, much better. Okay, sweet. Let's just double check really quick. Attached to suit, blood grenade. think one of the things I can do is... A hologram of a Karen will appear whenever Sam or another porter takes a rest. You will recover more quickly if you rest near one of them. Okay. I'm gonna leave all this stuff just in case other porters need it. I do not need it.
That's the spirit.
Okay. I think I'm gonna need to recycle my porter boots and get new ones, huh? Since I didn't just play the first game. It was a while ago that I played it. I guess I don't know about the differences. I can say it feels good. Shooting feels good. Grenade throwing feels good.
Buen dia, Sam. I want you to know that we appreciate you.
Oh, good. Deliver and report. There you go. Don't need to see that animation.
Hey, Sam. I've been waiting for you.
I'm gonna swap out my boots.
Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today is our lucky day. Thanks, Sam.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I gotta say, Sam, you're looking pretty beat. You know you can borrow the private room whenever you want, right? Don't kill yourself for our sakes.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, well, let me do this. So fabricate. I'm gonna grab some porter boots. Attached a boot clip. Yes, let's put on some fresh stuff. Recycle. There we go. Well, so what was he gonna tell me? Much needed. Much needed. That dude is stacked.
As I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago. That is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No two units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage, since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't, that you're free, that you can bring up Lou in peace. How is it, by the way? The two of you living as a family. Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease.
That man is so nice.
Token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam.
Is he dead already?
On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and plate gates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery that I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a Ha and a Ka and a beach to go with them. Lastly, I have a confession for you. along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Oh no.
Sam.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that Dead Man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
Dang.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.